More breaking news out of Amador County, just outside of Rancho Murrieta tonight. Highway 16 closed once again as crews battle a grass fire. I say once again because it was reopened, but flare-ups forced it to close. It sent flames jumping to both sides of the road there. And of course, with the windy conditions, that has been a problem. The winds making this one tough to battle. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tony Lopez.
And I'm Adrienne Moore. The fire has burned about 35 acres and is now 50% contained. The so-called copper fire is burning in the area between Ione and Old Sacramento roads. We do have a crew there on the scene. We'll get an update for you in just a few moments.
But first over to Dave with the winds that have been making the firefight tough and the smoke in our area, Dave.
And the temperatures too. We topped out at around 100 degrees in Sacramento, and here are some of your numbers right now. We're in the mid-90s in Sacramento, Stockton 96, 94 Modesto, and out around the Rancho Murrieta area, it was pushing the upper 90s on the fire line. And you're right about the winds. They're out of the north and northwest. We have seen them almost to 15 miles per hour on the fire line right around Sacramento. Last check, we were at about 7, and of course, it is bone dry out there as far as the humidity goes. Take a look at that, 15% around Sacramento. The farther west you go, obviously there's a little additional moisture over here and up around Santa Rosa. That's better than it has been, and of course that's over toward that glass fire. Here's a look at your air quality. The red means yes, it is unhealthy air. The orange is unhealthy for sensitive groups, and you get right around the Sacramento area, you get out toward Roseville, everybody in that whole area, and of course out toward Slough House, which is out toward Rancho Murrieta. That of course is where you've got the ugly air quality going on. Here's your projection for tomorrow, about a 102 for the Sacramento area, and it looks like tomorrow we'll be pushing a temperature close to 100 degrees in a lot of spots. We'll have more on that here in just a little bit. Back to you two.
All right, Dave, let's check in with CBS 13's Anna Giles now.
She's on the fire lines in Amador County for us.
We're off of Highway 16, not far from Plymouth, and fire crews seem to be very focused on these hot spots just behind me here for the last hour and a half. They've been trying to put these out. They've had very frequent water drops from helicopters. For a while there, we saw helicopters every couple of minutes just dumping gallons of water in this area off of Highway 16, not far from Ione Road. We're going to show you some video of those intense water drops, like I was mentioning, one right after another. And at one point, as this was happening, an ember sparked, flew over the highway, and actually generated hot spots across Highway 16, which generated even more water drops from helicopters. Now, some good news from CAL FIRE is that firefighters are making great progress on this fire. Last update we had was that it was about 50% contained and that structures are not threatened anymore. In fact, people can actually go home. They have opened up parts of Highway 16 here where we are, about 5 minutes east of Ione Road. They've been letting people pass through, but only using one lane of traffic. CAL FIRE is still urging people to avoid the area, and it appears they have detected a flare-up near Forest Home Road. We're going to be heading that way to try and get some more information.